Okay, so welcome, right? So in this video, right, I'm actually going to guide you through the process of actually connecting your WordPress file, right, website files, and SQL database which you already have, right? So the two needs to be connected together, and you are going to be using XAMPP server for this. I think anything which you have phpMyAdmin, whether it's online or offline, it will work. So all you need to do is to follow the step-by-step tutorial which I'm starting here, and have a happy new year. I hope it's gonna be a successful and a good year for you too. Cheers. Let's begin. So on the computer here, right, I've got my XAMPP server open, and I've got a folder with my WordPress file open, and in the right folder XAMPP folder, htdocs, and then there is a folder which I've created and pasted all the WordPress files which I've downloaded before. But the other thing which you need to take note of is that I have also downloaded or did a backup of the MySQL or the SQL database file from my hosting provider, which is something which I have here, and it is downloaded and it has the right megabytes to it. So what we need to do now is to actually open my XAMPP server, then click admin so that I can enter into my dashboard. So what now I need to do is to create a database. So I actually click where it says database, right? Then I give my database a certain name. Let's say how can I say CV data, all right? CV, anything which you want to actually name. Then I copy the name, then I click where it says create the database, right? But wait a minute, what I need to do, right, is to try to actually access the website files here. CV, let me check the folder name. One thing which you need to know is the folder name, CV services, right? Then I have to actually write it here, services. Then there is a data error which is good to have. Then remember, I created a new database, right, in our local host. What I now need to do is to select the database, right? Then go where it says import, not SQL. Oh my goodness. Then import. Then I'm gonna go and locate where the database is, which is this one, that one. Then I'm gonna click open. Then after that, I'm gonna find a button which says import. Then it's gonna be imported, and see whether there is an error, any red flag here. I hope they're just green flags. Wait, so there is a green flag. Everything is okay, everything is sorted. Now the next stage is connecting. Okay, wait, let's go back to the folder, right, where we have our website, right, files. Then there is a folder called wp-config, which I'm gonna double click and open with my my file browser or text editor called VS Code on the computer. So now what I need to do now here, right, is to change everything here. Remember, the database name which we created is called a CV data CV, right? Then I'm gonna do the same thing here, CV data CV, and then I'm gonna say save. But if I try to access our website, it won't work because it's not yet working. It's not yet connected, because there is no connection here, because we're still using the old database user from which we need to change. So the default one, if you haven't changed anything in your XAMPP server, is root, and there is no password for root. I've made errors in the past making password in this and making confusion. And our local host URL address is called to your local host. That's the thing which we need to actually take here and paste it here. You can type it to avoid any errors, such as HTT whatever. I don't like putting it. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna click save. Then I'm gonna come here, right, and click refresh and see whether our website is connected. Well, as you can see, the page is not found, which is good, which is something good to actually have. Let me click where it says CV. It doesn't work. It goes to the what, to the address, to the online one. So the next thing here which we need to focus on is to change our URL addresses in our folder. So where do we okay because this was using a www whatever cv.com bonus whatever, right? A bot domain, so it's gonna try to connect back to that, but actually want to try to do this inside our what, our local host. So there is no kind of like internet connection or connected to a domain which is needed here. It's not required. So we're going to go back right to our dashboard, into our database, right? It's there. Let me what's happening here? So let me actually locate it. There it is. Okay, because I'm kind of also a lazy person in terms of these things, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to click where it says SQL, right? Then I'm going to come here. I'm going to import this code, right? This is going to actually replace every what HTML, CSS, WC, every domain which is connected here, cv.bonus, into the local host one. So I'm actually going to click go, right? And then if I come here, right? If I come here, then I can actually try to refresh. Notice the site URL here and the home URL. It should have changed. As you can see, it has changed. So now we're going to try to actually re-access our what, our website here, and voila, as you can see, we have managed to actually do this, and we've managed to actually what, restore our what website locally. But the other thing is the design will be weird because some of the plugins might not have been updated because it assumes that we're doing it offline.